Bring you some breaking news coming out of Gaza, where Hamas apparently has released a video message from 3 Israelis being held captive. Let's cross over to Sara, Khairat, who can perhaps enlighten us a little bit more on what's been seen or said from the occupied East Jerusalem.
Yeah, Sahel, it's just come in the last few minutes. It's absolutely incredible what's been said here. The 3 women said to be middle-aged, one of them in the middle spoke. I just want to go through, I'm going to check my notes here because I've just had to write the translation down. She goes on to say, we're 23 families with 23 kids in the hands of Hamas. Yesterday you held a press conference. Now she's referring to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. This is a message directed to him, saying you held a press conference and you met with the parents of the abducted. You committed to release all of us. And because of this delay, we got caught in this political military failure. All of this is because of you, which was, and basically she goes on to say that no army was there to protect us because of your failure on October the 7th. No army was present. And as this video is going on, she's getting more and more angry. She said no one came to help us. We're innocent citizens, citizens who pay taxes for the state of Israel. She went on to say, we are held hostage in bad condition and you are killing us. You want to kill us. You want the military to kill all of us. And that's a question mark. Because of your failure and the death of 1,400 people, this is not enough. Release us now. Release the prisoners, their prisoners. She's referring to the Palestinian prisoners, their citizens. You must release us all now. I will say it's not clear whether those were her words or whether she was potentially coerced into doing this, but the anger seemed to be quite palpable, and this feeds into what a lot of the families of those held captive in Gaza have been saying. In fact, they're due to meet with the minister, the foreign minister rather, of Israel to discuss this. They've been very angry. They are really highly concerned for those that are stuck in Gaza, for their safety, especially in the last few days. They're worried that their own government is going to end up killing them, and this is sort of that message. I will say, in reference to when she says release the prisoners, release their citizens, that's in reference to Hamas requesting and saying that they would be happy to immediately release all of those held captive if and as long as all of the Palestinian prisoners in Israeli jails are released. Of course, there's more than 6,000 of them. This, to me, looks like Hamas putting pressure. It's aware, it's following events here. It's aware how the hostage families, those that are held captive, how their relatives are feeling. And it's clearly going to feed into putting even more pressure on Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu.
Sarah, we'll leave it there, allow you to get more reaction to that video, certainly from Israeli sources. Let's come back into the studio and speak to Tamer Qarmout from the Doha Institute for Graduate Studies. Every moment is a developing moment in this scenario, and now we're getting to a stage where we've just seen the pressure is on, it seems, the Israeli Prime Minister to most probably react to this video. That's going to be shown all over Israel within minutes. And this has been the big debate in Israel, where it's actually caused a split within the public psyche about what to do next. And is the government doing the right thing?
Sohail, yes, of course. I mean, let's not forget that one main reason for this, for the eruption of this round of war is also the release of prisoners, the Palestinian prisoners in jail as well. And now the fact that Hamas is using these videos to put pressure and embarrass also Netanyahu, because Netanyahu met with the parents and the families of these prisoners a couple of days ago, and obviously there were no concrete results coming. This is why they went out protesting again in public. And obviously, the fact that the war has intensified and Israel is expanding its military operations in Gaza, this is an indication that their prisoners are not priorities, because most probably some of them must have died now, or in these military operations, because it's a blind bombing. Israel is bombing everywhere in the Strip, so they could have lost some of the Israeli prisoners there as well. So I think this is a big embarrassment to Netanyahu, and it will public pressure will build in Israel to see what is the government real stand on this. Do they have any plan to save them, bring them back, or their collateral damage, as some also analysts say?
There has been a comment from the Israelis, that certainly from Prime Minister Netanyahu, that he backs the military operation, he backs the military strategy. How unified is that government right now? Because it's the government that instructs the military to act, and it's the military that guides the government in how the operation should proceed.
So, this is one of the most right-wing fanatic religious governments that have governed Israel, the one we have now in place, run by Netanyahu. And of course, there is vast public anger in Israel for many reasons, for the failure of the Israeli intelligence to intercept and prevent this war. And now and they lost 1,200, 1,400 also Israeli in this war. So the thing is, I would assume that there is vast public anger in Israel, and there is a willingness. They want revenge at a very big scale, So I hear the voices, I understand the voices, the people who are the families of the prisoners. They want to pressure, they want to know the fate of their kidnapped family members. But I think Israel is moving in the bloody path. I don't think it's taking these prisoners as a priority. They're marginal. I would assume they're already a collateral damage for them. It lost 1,200 Israelis, and for them, an extra 200, I don't think it's a big deal for them. So I think they just want to continue the war.
We'll get more analysis as the day progresses. Tamer Qarmout, thank you so much for joining us.